Dear participants, I would like to thank the organizers, and in particular my friend Khalid Ibrahim and Brian Dooley, for the kind invitation to participate in your event. I would have loved to be with you in person to listen to your songs, to your poetries, and to your testimonies. My mandate has been created recently to protect environmental defenders at risk, but also to raise awareness on the urgent need to better support those who are at the forefront to protect the future of our planet. And I know that in the region, many of those activists are currently targeted with surveillance for their work or in prison, including land defenders who have been arrested for protecting territories or environmental activists protesting mega projects. My mandate arises from the need to have specific protection for environmental defenders who are the most at risk among all defenders. And the most common threats entail foreign companies investing in their territories and try to take over their land, targeting families and defenders. And if they protest, they face threats not only by companies, but also by security forces, illegal actors, and governments in collusion with perpetrators. Defenders play a key role in obtaining the recognition of human rights in legal frameworks at the local, national, and international levels. But they are also playing a key role for the protection of these rights. Defenders are indeed key in ensuring that the rights that have been recognized in theory are also fulfilled in practice. And they are also key in ensuring that these rights are not violated, restricted, or even taken away altogether. And women rights defenders and defenders of sexual and reproductive rights know very well the risk of seeing a right that was hardly fought for being challenged or even taken away. The defense of human rights is a constant struggle, and we are very lucky to have brave human rights defenders like you to remind us of that. We are lucky to have defenders like you who believe it is important enough to take action, despite the personal risk that you face when exposing human rights abuses or attempts at restricting fundamental freedoms. Defenders like you embody the right to defend human rights, and we must ensure that you can do so without fear of reprisals. I see my role as Special Rapporteur as an enabler of these rights to defend human rights by listening to defenders, by hearing testimonies on the challenges, the threats, the risks that they're facing. I try to identify the gaps that prevent them from safely defending human rights. I'm trying to understand what is needed to provide them with a safe and enabling environment as recognized by the United Nations. And this is why I'm particularly concerned about the increasing restriction of civic space that I see worldwide, but also including in the region. Defenders cannot be safe when they operate in a context where the most fundamental freedoms, including civil and political rights like freedom of expression or peaceful assembly and association, are under attack. The protection of civic space, an open and safe civic space, goes hand in hand with the protection of defenders. One of the issues that I've observed since I've been appointed in my mandate is the exclusion of defenders from international fora like the COP meeting. I've seen, for instance, that defenders and climate activists have been denied visas and could not participate in the last COP in Egypt. But I also saw that when they could indeed participate, they could not do so safely. Defenders have been put under heavy surveillance during COP meetings and they have been subjected to reprisals even afterwards. And we may see the same exclusion of climate activists at the next COP in Dubai. This is one of the reasons why I'm currently engaged in an international initiative with civil society, with governments, UN bodies, and other stakeholders to concretely improve the safe and effective participation of defenders in these international fora. And participation for me is not only attending COP meetings, but also being consulted prior to the meetings and during COP meetings on the outcome documents. To conclude, I would like to stress that it is urgent to really protect defenders, including environmental defenders. Our planet is so damaged that it has become unsafe for humanity according to scientists, and yet those who fight against this vastly documented catastrophe are being killed among every 2 days for standing up against it. Dear friends, the triple crisis of climate change, pollution, and loss of biodiversity will not be addressed if those who fight against it are being intimidated by companies, are being arrested or imprisoned by the authorities, or are being killed while perpetrators live freely and impunity. The future of our planet and of life on Earth are at stake, and discussing concrete solutions to strengthen the protection of defenders, as you will be doing today, is extremely important. I'm looking forward to hearing or reading the result of your discussions. Thank you very much.